What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I've been away from YouTube for quite a while, but I'm back and coming with a vengeance with a lot of content because I have a lot to say, beginning with this video, which is going to be weighing in some things on what I've learned over really just the past 26 months from effectively taking my digital marketing agency from barely making $1,000 a month to now about $35,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And so if you don't know who I am, my name is Matt Wacek. I'm the CEO and founder of Landscape Marketing Pros. As I mentioned, doing about $35K in monthly recurring revenue. And I make these videos because I really wish back in 2015, 2016, 2017, when I was trying to build just some sort of online business to have some solid, sustainable cash flow coming in, that this information was out there because it wasn't available. Because it would have saved me half a decade of stress, embarrassment, frustration, and frankly, 5 years of me hating every single day of my life because I wasn't where I wanted to be. I was dead broke with no option and really had no idea what I was doing trying to navigate this whole thing. Now, briefly before we begin, I want to bring your attention to the first link in the description as well as in the pinned comment down beneath this video. Registration for my agency client attraction webinar is now live. Tons of you guys have been asking about how you can get help from me on a more one-to-one level, and going and watching that webinar once this video is done is how you can do just that. So after the video here is done, go down below, register for that webinar, and we'll see you there. All right, so point number one, and again, a lot of this might sound Tony motivation or Tony Robbins motivational, whatever. It's all based on my journey and my thoughts, and also seeing what other agency owners, and even whether they're beginners or they've been at it for a while, what they've kind of experienced and what they've done over the past several years. And for me, this is about an 8-year journey thus far, going from just starting my online business to where I'm at now. And before that was a landscape business for 6 years prior. And I've been able to reflect a lot, especially on my drive when I moved from Minnesota down here to Florida, which is where I'm at. I had about 25, 26 hours of driving. And so I got to reflect on a lot because really my entire goal when I was in my crappy apartment in 2016, 2017, 2018 in West Fargo, North Dakota, just so cold and miserable and hating life, the goal was to be able to live down here. And here I am living this life, and I don't even some days recognize and realize like it's all happened. And I'm still focusing on trying to get further and further along in terms of like growing revenue and that sort of stuff. But I was able to make it happen. And so I was able to just kind of reflect on a lot of this. The number one thing though is that I wish I would have went all in sooner on one business model, one niche, that's it, and focus solely on that. If I would have done that, I would have saved probably 4 to 5 years worth of time that I spent frustrated because I was jumping around doing drop shipping, e-commerce drop shipping stores back when that was popping off, like 6 or 7, 8 different stores. And it was just a disaster, wasted so much time. I did learn a good amount, but you can't get time back. And that's the one thing I do look back on and wish I would have not wasted time on. If you're someone that's dead broke getting started right now, you need to focus on cash flow. You need to focus on what's going to get you paid the quickest, the most, and ideally on a recurring basis so you can depend on it. So that way you can at least know that your rent is going to be paid, because when I was just getting started, that's what I wanted. And so that is what you need to do. Number one is just to be going all in. You need to just focus on that. And that's what I really wish I would have done instead of doing all these drop shipping stores and watching these Amazon FBA guys doing this and watching crypto stuff back 2017, 2018 when that was going all crazy, just wasting time. So point number two, and that is just knowing and understanding what your clients want. I did not know this for the longest time. I don't know why I didn't compute. I had a landscape business for 6 years. I don't know why I didn't understand this concept, why I didn't bridge the gap. It made no sense. But with marketing, when you're in it like I was, especially where it was every single day, that's all I did was I was at my computer in 2015 through 2021 into 2022. I was at my computer every single day. It took me like 6 years to realize that, okay, talking to prospects about rankings, cost per click, click-through rate, or conversion rate, or traffic, or any of these things, they don't care about those things. They don't care at all. They care about one thing. Are we getting leads? Are we converting these leads? Is it turning into more revenue? That's it. That is it. And the beauty of it is when you sell in that manner, and that's essentially how you're framing what you're selling to your client or to your prospect, which turns into a client, is that they aren't going to care. In my agency, there are clients that have not opened a single report in a year or more. They just don't care. If leads are coming in, they're turning into sales. What do we need to worry about? One search ranking dropping 3 positions in a particular month. They don't care. That's the beauty of it when you sell the right way. You have to do a lot of things ahead of time. You got to do a lot of preparation in order to be able to kind of get to that position. But man, is it a truly amazing feeling to be in a position where your clients absolutely love what you do. They don't give a shit about rankings. They don't give a shit about it. They just care about ROI. Are they turning their $24,000 yearly investment into our program into $100, $200, $300, $400, $500,000 in revenue? And if the answer is yes, then perfect. That's what they want. So bottom line, learn what your customers want. For most businesses, that's exactly what it's going to be: leads and clients and sales and so forth, not SEO rankings, search volume, cost per click, click-through rate. They don't care about these crazy stats. If you get into the upper echelon of businesses where they're doing multiple seven figures, maybe even 8 figures, that's not a good spot for you to be as a starting marketing agency owner, because then they're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's just not a good client to work with. Let other agencies work with those types of companies. You don't want that as a beginner. Even me in my position now where I'm doing pretty well, I don't want those types of business owners because it's just not fun to work with. I'd rather have the guys that have a business, and adding $100,000 or $200,000 in new revenue for their business is life-changing to them, as opposed to the $5 million company that looks at the cost per click under a microscope on the day-to-day level. I don't want that at all. Neither do you. So the next point is that within your agency, you need to have really 1 to 2 productized service programs, and that is it. You do not deviate from anything else. There is no custom builds. Actually, if you're in the very beginning, you have nothing going on, you got to take what you can get. This is what I did. I did website builds. I think I did 3 or 4 of them. One of them was completely free. Next couple were paid. I just had to cut my teeth and get some stuff going and put a ton of effort into those clients' websites, and turned into amazing testimonials, which helped me immensely when it came to getting more clients and that social proof. So you do what you got to do in the very, very beginning. But once you start getting clients, you narrow this thing down to really 1 to 2 different types of product offerings, essentially, because otherwise you're going to be running around doing all these sorts of things. The beauty of this is that we can scale that so much quicker because it's essentially rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. And yes, you need to be dialed in. You can't just be throwing together crap websites and call it good, or doing crap SEO. You have to be absolutely dialed. You have to be very, very skilled in what you're doing. And on top of that, and have good vendors that you're working with that assist you with certain aspects. But once you're at like 3, 4, 5 clients and they're on a recurring basis, say no to anything but your recurring programs, because otherwise you're just gonna be led astray. And also, I'll probably do a video on this. Comment down below if you want me to do this as well, but just talking about social media versus other traffic generations in terms of your agencies, so like SEO, Google pay-per-click. Just do SMMA versus SEO agency as a comment, and I'll do a video on that in the coming weeks, because I think for most businesses, social media is a complete waste of time. Now, the next point is something almost on the motivational side of things. However, it's not. It's just me reflecting back on my journey, because I know there are a lot of people that are probably in a similar situation that I was 6, 7, 8 years ago. If you are dead broke, you are actually at an advantage. And the reason I say that is because when you have that desperation for money, because let's just face it, that's what the currency and the value exchange is, how the entire world works, whether you like it or not. And so when you have no money coming in, and you need to be able to pay your rent, you need to be able to eat, you need to be able to have your car insurance, you need to be able to have your phone bill paid and so forth, it is a very tough situation to be in, especially if you were kind of just like self-employed, as I was for quite a while without a job, just trying to make it work and kind of relying on like lead gen SEO, and then also like affiliate commissions from like web hosting and that sort of stuff to just barely scrape by. I would not encourage going that route. Go and get some type of freaking job, so at least that the downside is fully covered. And then whatever your business makes is kind of your profit, and you kind of build that up and get to the point where you can then maybe quit that job. But the beauty of that, though, even though I hated that entire period of my life for 3, 4 years where I was dead broke, could barely afford the things I mentioned, the basic essentials, is that it led me to be so hungry and so much fire every single day, basically fight or flight mode every single day to make stuff happen, that I did not care about anything except working. That is it. Working to get out of that situation so that I could frankly be right where I'm at now, which is in my dream home in Florida, driving my dream truck, doing the things I love to do, finally can come back and do that and be able to afford to do it at a level where previously I never could have ever done it. And really that all stems from the desperation from 6, 7, 8 years ago when I had no money coming in whatsoever, because that's really that focus, that determination and discipline is what unlocked the ability to have my dream life now. And again, this sounds like freaking Tony motivational, whatever, Tony Robbins nonsense, but it is very, very, very true, because when you're in fight or flight mode, your only option is to fight or flight. And so many probably would retreat, they'd give up, they'd go I don't know, go into debt to go to school and then hopefully get some job for 60 grand a year, whatever. I mean, that sounds like hell to me, or you can fight and take what's yours, like I did, which is build a marketing agency that profits a very good chunk of cash each month. And so the point to take away is that if you are in fact dead broke like I was, you just have to be very, very scrappy. You have to be very fast thinking, basically kind of like fast on your feet, as like a boxer would be in the ring, because you just have to make do with whatever you can. And so that actually gives you a leg up, I think, on a lot of people that are maybe working their job that pays them 60, 70, 80K a year, whatever it is, where they're all of a sudden they're comfortable. Everything's paid. They don't have to worry about a whole lot. And you frankly have no edge. That's why most people just kind of stay in that same spot with their job because it's comfortable. If you are in fact dead broke, take it as an advantage. Think to yourself, like, hey, okay, my situation sucks now, but it's not going to be, I don't care how long it's going to take. If it takes me 2, 3, 6 months or 2 years, whatever it is, if you just stick with it and do the right things, you will get to the point where you want to go to. I don't know what that amount of money is for you with your business that you're trying to build, but if you stay focused with it, you can absolutely get there because I'm living proof. The final point that I'm going to leave you with is one that's rather morbid, but it is very, very critical. You don't have time. You don't have time to waste. Even if you're 20 years old, you might think 30 is a long way out. It will go very, very, very quick. And again, there will be a day at some point in the future that you don't wake up. You don't have time to waste with useless shit. Drama from relationships or things going on, whatever, other people, friends that aren't on the same path as you and don't have the true similar interests. Like if your only hobby together is just getting hammered at a bar or at a bonfire every single weekend and you want to build a business, it's probably best that you go separate ways. Also, just removing useless things from your life that don't actually help you get to where you want to go. And let's just think about it logically for a second here. Is wasting your time binging Netflix or Amazon Prime, any of that stuff on there, those shows, or I don't even know. I don't even have an account on Netflix, so I have no idea. But is that going to actually get you further? Is it going to help you do the thing that matters most? Get some freaking clients coming in to pay you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month? Absolutely not. So focus your efforts on those things that are only going to be doing that, getting those clients coming in, or whatever it is that your business is that you want. It's probably going to be a digital marketing agency if you're watching my channel. And that's exactly what you need to be focused on. The things that are going to get you paid coming in on a recurring basis. So no time to waste. You need to move fast. If you liked this video, be sure to go down below, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you know when all news content comes live. If you like seeing what I'm up to and business updates, that sort of cool stuff, and a little bit more behind the scenes in terms of running my agency and so forth, follow me on Instagram, mwacek614, or it'll be linked below, because that's where I post things if I don't have time to do a full-on video. Also on Twitter, same username there. And if you want to learn from me on a more one-to-one level and ideally get to that first 5 to 10K in monthly recurring revenue, head down below, register for that webinar, and watch that broadcast from end to end. And I will see you guys in the next video.